Yeah, I mean, I was just curious how you felt about.
So the Dark Knight still remains
okay.
my favorite Batman movie.
That was my question.
And still my favorite movie overall. I think the Dark Knight still had like a huge impact on me. And again, Batman's early. Did I say this is early on in his career? But I remember in the Dark Knight when the two explosions happened between Harvey Dent and Rachel ended up dying.
Yeah.
When he's standing in the rubble.
Yeah.
And he's holding the coin.
Right.
Like I always remember that moment.
Like that was heavy.
Guys in the hospital, Joker's on the loose. Like I remember those moments, and there were a lot of moments in here that I'll remember. But like it's just the impact the Dark Knight like had on me at the time.
Yeah.
Seeing it at midnight.
Right.
I don't know. I was in 8th grade. Like remembering that night still.
Yeah.
To this day, like it's still number one.
All right.
The impact on that, the way that everything was in that movie. You know, seeing the kid at the end when Harvey's like, "You get to choose. Do I kill him? Do I kill you?" Like the stakes for me were a lot higher because again, he was further in his career. But not even that. Nothing to do with the Batman. The tone of it, like the opening shot.
Yeah.
And they're pulling in on the like everything about that movie is still like it is number one for me still.
All right. I'm going to say some things.
Yeah,
say some things.
Yeah, everyone's going to be different.
I very much so enjoyed this movie more than The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
very much
and
so.
There's a lot of reason to.
And
there's a lot of reason.
Here's my big thing with it. It is darker, which is what I want from a Batman movie overall.
Of course,
Sure. I actually think this, from a movie making standpoint, that this movie was done better than The Dark Knight. And that's just like storytelling wise.
Yeah.
Right?
Not like a true detective.
It's a true detective story.
Really like.
Yeah, so you could say, okay, let's compare Batmans to Batmans. And okay, as far as like
do that.
the Batmanness better than the Dark Knight Batmanness, you could have that conversation. Yeah. But I'm coming from let's talk about movie to movie, right? As a movie standpoint, as like a movie versus a movie. If they weren't two Batman movies, which movie did I enjoy more, or did I appreciate more elements of? Which is the Batman. And my biggest gripe with The Dark Knight, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it forever, is the last 30 minutes are
the boats. Are
awful.
That's not everybody's favorite.
Like I hate the last 30 minutes of The Dark Knight.
Is there a good ending towards of a Batman movie?
At least the ending of this Batman movie was like 10 minutes that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Which of a 3-hour-long movie is pretty good.
Is great. And that's why it's going to be... And I think that's where a lot of my like negativity will go away, because there's a lot that this movie just did right.
Way more that it did right than it did wrong.
Yes.
Way more.
Exactly. So I'm going to love that.
But 30 minutes of a 2.5-hour movie is a lot of movie to not enjoy.
Correct. Yeah.
So even if we're just talking percentage-wise here, you could say I enjoyed more of the Batman.
It's a math.
It's a math. Yeah.
It's
a numbers game. But I enjoyed more of the Batman than I did of the Dark Knight.
I'll never be mad. And I knew that going in. I was like, if anybody fucking says that. And it's fine. Like, it's totally fine, and I never thought I would have that feeling. But I can see why a lot of, like, Batman fans will love this movie.
Like, the appeal of the Batman.
If you don't know who Batman is, I don't see...
It's a good point.
I don't know that you would
very
like
good
this movie.
Yeah.
If you like murder mysteries, cool. Maybe you'll like it. It's just a Batman
the thing that
But, like, to me, I get why people are going to like this movie, because I do. We got... the world's greatest detective, and he said it in the movie.
Well, but
I thought was cool.
But I want to go off your point though, because I don't know that I would call this a superhero movie. Like, I don't know that I would say, like, who does he save really, except those people at the end?
Yeah.
I'm still like, I don't think he does a good job.
No, he's not
Batman,
very good.
Right? He is not a very good
at his job.
He's not a good hero, that's for sure. And
I don't think he's a hero yet.
I don't think he is.
And like Rico said, the ending was to set that up. Like,
exactly.
I can't just be a scary monster in the dark.
Right.
I have to be a symbol of
hope for the people.
I mean, yeah. This is a Superman.
This is a Superman movie.
Yeah. But he's like, I need to.
What's the bat on your chest?
Yeah,
mean?
I need to be a beacon of goodness.
Yeah,
and not just a.
I have to. I have to inspire people,
Correct.
not just instill fear in bad guys.
Yeah.
And so that was that's a very hero realization, right? And so I appreciate that he's not a hero in this movie. I don't know that I would call this a superhero movie. It more than a detective movie.
The Batman movie.
It's a detective.
You can call it the Batman.
It's the Batman movie.